Well, if you like to listen and talk about entrepreneurship, we are the show. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis, and welcome back. Almost 1 million people have viewed the show, 32 countries, 6,000 guests. But number one on my list is the man to my right, my host, Rich Hirschen.
Always kind words from Jeffrey with no sarcasm at all. I love it.
Well, you really take that compliment and just
So
throw it right
this
in
is
the
guest
gutter.
number 6001?
6,001.
All right.
Right. Danyl Collings, CEO and founder, Four Corners Valuations.
Okay.
Well, what's the value of that business? Tell us.
Sure. Well, the value is we can tell you what your home is worth, and it's by a certified appraiser, and the bank will actually lend on that report. So that's the value of what we provide to people.
Pretty simple. You got your elevator pitch down.
I do.
Yeah. So how'd you get into this business? What's your career background?
It's a very good question, Jeff.
Because the interview's over now. No, I'm just joking.
Well, thank you so much for having me, first of all. In 2004, I was very interested in real estate, and I got my license to sell real estate. And I did that for about 6 years, but then I determined that there was this love for something called football and Sunday and wings that I just couldn't give up. So I transitioned and I started working with a company called Foresight Appraisals. They were the largest private appraisal company in the country. And they actually entrusted me to be the branch manager of their office. And we went from 3 appraisers to 10 appraisers. We were acquired by First American, which is a very big company in the title space. And then I decided it was the right time for me to leave and start Four Core Valuations. And we currently have myself and 4 other appraisers on staff.
Is this your first entrepreneurial venture?
You know, I'd say real estate sales is always an entrepreneurial venture because if you don't sell, you don't eat.
Right.
But this is one that I think is truly passionate. We go into homes, we're helping our clients, whether it's a bank or an attorney or sometimes divorce, probate. We're helping people make decisions in regards to their real estate.
So this was your first real venture into entrepreneurship?
I'd say, yeah, my first one. Well, yeah.
Shocking at all? Anything you didn't expect or did expect?
You know, I could say that one thing I enjoy is working with the people that I have, and we're solving problems, and we're out there in the field, and we're actually making things happen. So there's always challenges, but I think if you have a good book of business, we have very good clients from my years of managing the firm that they treat us very well, and we treat them very well.
So are you noticing a difference in valuations? Are they changing at all, softening up a little bit?
It's a good question.
That came from the last guest.
I think I've seen more price changes, and I think we kind of hit a market where probably about a month around Labor Day, it sort of kind of took a little bit of a pause. I think things are starting to pick up now based on what we're seeing, but I think we hit a little bit of a pause, but I'm curious to see where we go. But definitely I'm seeing a couple more price changes, things staying on the market a little longer.
So this being radio entrepreneurs, I'm really interested in the entrepreneurial story that you have because I think it's fascinating. So, you know, a lot of entrepreneurs, they have a business idea, but they're not actually able to launch the company. It's a tough hurdle to get over of, you know, giving up your job and saying, I'm going all in here. And so what was that like for you? Walk us through that thought process.
Well, I think the great thing for me is I had the ability to kind of do trial error on someone else's time. So I was working for an amazing family-owned company, and they were really big on the employee. And one thing I learned is treating your employees right, paying them well, and just giving them the best opportunities. So we wanted everyone, whether you were a trainee appraiser or a certified appraiser, to know how to do any kind of residential valuation, because there's so many. We can do a desktop valuation, we can do an exterior, an interior, we can do a prospective. I could tell you what your house is worth 20 years ago. It would cost you a lot, but I could do it. So I think we always were focused on making our employees the best, and that made us the best.
What's the geography that you prefer to work within?
Sure. Very strong in Norfolk County. We do Suffolk County and Middlesex County very well currently right now. I do have an opportunity to expand into Rhode Island with a certified appraiser, so that's something that we do have available.
What's the long-term plan? Where do you want to see your company in 5 years?
It's a good question. I mean, I've managed 10 amazing people, and we used to do meetings and holiday parties, and I think, you know, maybe being a family man and enjoying the time with my wife and my newborn, maybe 5 people, you know. and just really, just
So
help.
no multi-office.
No.
Oh, you're thinking about Rhode Island, so that's
Well, I think we have a lot of clients that are lenders, and they order in New Hampshire. So we used to cover New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. I have a friend who covers Connecticut, but I just think you focus and get really good in a market, and then you expand.
well, that's interesting. That leads me sort of on the edge to my next question. Being an ex-marketer, unique selling propositions. Do you feel that when you go to do your valuations that you bring something to the game that your competitors don't?
Well, one of the things that I like is I'm very in touch with my clients. I have a very good relationship with them, and I believe in thanking them for their business. So we're doing a holiday party on the 17th of October. You're more than welcome to come. And, things like that. I think just telling them that I appreciate their business and their trust in us and them meeting the team. So those are the kind of things I think that I do differently, where the appraisal business is usually it's a one-person, two-person kind of business, and I want sort of a collaborative thing where everyone can win and be successful.
I was going to say, I think that saying thank you sometimes, it's amazing how far that can go and how often we all forget to do it. Not that we're not appreciative, but sometimes just
Sure.
taking the time to say, hey, thanks, job well done, appreciate everything you're doing.
I'd add to that, thank you and I'm sorry.
Some more than others, but yeah.
Yeah. No,
I bet you have to say that a lot,
A lot of
Jeffrey.
people don't know how to apologize.
It's
No, I
true.
think that's true.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you a story, a quick one. I have a very good client in Norfolk County, and they were a cell where I wrote a card. You write these handwritten notes, and I wrote 20 handwritten notes, and one person responded, and I met with her, and she gave us a shot, and we've been working with them since. And they do a lot of events where they do golf tournaments. They do. They just did a boat event. They do a holiday party that I have the Uber ready to take me home. It's just so much fun. And I learned from them, one of my clients, just how much I value that. And I'm always thinking of them when someone wants a commercial opportunity or something like that. So even from our own clients, we can learn great things that'll work in our own business.
That's very nice. I agree with that. You're also very involved, with a nonprofit. You want to tell us
Sure.
about that as well?
Sure. So I'm the chairman of the South Shore Young Professionals. We are an organization in the South Shore. We have about 150 members, and we do events once a month throughout the South Shore. Tomorrow, we're actually going to be at Stale Wagon Brewery in Marshfield. We have about 40 people coming, and that event's going to focus on nonprofits. Because sometimes we forget about the nonprofits. They need our attention, they need our assistance, they need our support and our volunteerism. So it's a great organization. We do a annual golf tournament at the Pine Hills. We had 133 golfers this year. We raised enough money where we can give away $10,000 to a local business again this year. We're going to do that at our holiday party in December. And again, it's just a great organization, so I enjoy it.
Well, we've been speaking with Danyl Collings, CEO, founder of 4 Core Valuations, with Rich Hirschen from the financial services firm of Gray, Gray, and Gray. And Danyl, if someone's looking for you, how would they find you?
They could find me at, my name is DanyelCollings.com. That's my website. It's DanyLCollings. Or you can also go to 4corevaluations.com as well.
Very good. Very good. Thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. Continued success.
Thank you.
And we are going to take a break, but don't worry. We're going to be back at Gray, Gray, and Gray for more stories right after this message.